If you're looking to buy a WRX, one thing you should know is that insurance on these cars can be pretty expensive. But you might be wondering, how can a car with all-wheel drive, all the safety features, and liability cost so much? It's surprising that anyone in the state of Michigan drives a WRX at all. I mean, yeah, sure, the WRX is the #1 most ticketed car in the United States. And some Subi owners drive a bit like this. Or even a bit like this. But we can't forget that the WRX STI barely makes over 300 horsepower. And don't get me wrong, that's plenty enough. But it's been the same for the last decade. So really, horsepower and performance can't really be the only reason for why insurance rates are so high on these cars. So let's get into a little bit of why insurance costs so much on the WRX. Well, first of all, there are so many insurance claims made on this car each year. In 2023, it made the top 10 list for cars involved in the most accidents. And sure, the Crosstrek was number 7 on that same list. In 2021, the last year of the STI, there were more than 127,000 Crosstreks sold in the US and just over 27,000 WRXs and STI sold in the US that same year. So based on that statistic, you'd expect that the Crosstrek would be ranked even higher than the WRX on that list. But since this obviously isn't the case, Crosstrek owners are enjoying some pretty affordable insurance rates, while us WRX owners are paying out the exhaust for our insurance. Some people are even enjoying a great rate on their insurance because they drive an older impressive WRX and their insurance thinks they drive this, when in reality, they drive this. Another major factor affecting these insurance rates is the fact that many of us WRX owners are pretty young, with the median age being just around 35. So if you just got your license and you want a WRX for your first car, maybe go for an older Impreza WRX, or better yet, just go for the Impreza. You could do what I did and get a Toyota Camry, much more reliable, good on gas, and lower insurance rates. I mean, I like to think I'm a pretty safe driver, and I always say no to street races, but for those who are driving their car like they stole it, are the ones being robbed by their insurance. I don't even care if you call me slow. I still have no interest in racing you. I mean, I get that this is a pretty beautiful car, in my opinion, with this nice big wing, great looking hood scoop, and aggressive exhaust. But come on, man. If you want to race, let's take it to the track. However, if there was an argument for why the insurance rates on WRXs should be a bit lower, it's the fact that many of us WRX owners and other Subaru owners put a lot of TLC into their cars, remembering to change out their spark plugs, to using very high quality oil in their engines. Now, don't get me wrong, I still feel like the WRX is still a fantastic car to recommend. And sure, there are other cars out there with even higher insurance rates, but it would be a good idea to factor in the insurance cost when buying a WRX. If you want to see if the experience of owning a WRX justifies the price of the high insurance rates, why not check out a couple of my other videos where I share my experience of owning a Subi. And get subscribed for more automotive content. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to pay for my insurance.